Glenn Parker High Vibration Foundation. I'm setting an intention to convey some of this unconditional love that's been coming through as of late in a more powerful way than it ever has. Boys and girls, as they're getting strong. Today I wanted to talk about testing your responsibility, and what do I mean by that? Now, I've listened to channelings by any number of channels, and I'm going to cite the Pleiadians, and I'm going to cite KYRON. And Bashar has said this in different ways, perhaps more indirectly, and maybe even directly, I think, a couple times. But specifically, KYRON and the Pleiadian Collective, in very early channelings, has said this. Oh, and the Zeta Reticuli, the new generation, there's a video there that has made this statement as well, which I had to listen to 4 or 5 times for it to all sink in. And let me tell you, once I did, and I listened to the entire thing as to why you would do this to yourself and play this game, it locked in, and unconditional love has been coming in more and more because I had actually released some things based on that and some ideas. So, testing your responsibility. I recently had manifestations of some more money. And even today I had a client come and hand me $100 and, do an hour session. And that's always nice when they come to me. I love that. Glenn just changes and sits and chats for an hour. And they thanked me. They had great change in their life so far. They have actually a new job offer. They're getting paid to travel and do all these crazy things that they would never have thought possible in a very short amount of time. So this money, the $650, and I'm like, well, I had a chance to win up to $5,000. Why didn't I pick that? Well, I wasn't really questioning it, but it was a possibility. And what I would have done with that might have been a lot different. So here's what I'm getting at, is with the $650, what did I do with it? Did I go into more of a 4D reality? Or was it more the idea of following my excitement and reciprocity in the 5D reality? So I was testing myself. What was I going to do with that money? I wasn't even really consciously thinking of this at the time, but I gave like $100 to my mom. I gave $100 to her life partner, and I bought some pizza for them that night, and I gave my mom a gambling money as well, like another 20, and I gave some money to a homeless man when we got pizza, and I was going to offer to give him some pizza, but somebody had already given him some pizza. Quite a bit, so he seemed like he was going to be pretty happy from that. But I gave him $5 so that he'd have some extra money, and so I made contributions, and then I also sent $75 to a naturopath that did some really nice things to me, and then I set some money for myself. I haven't eaten some very specific things in a while, and I hadn't done a few things, so I put a little money aside for myself, and it gave me more ability to follow more of my excitement. So you've held back a ton of your abilities to see if you could handle the great wisdom that you've been now endowed. Let's go with endowed. I like that word anyway. That you've been endowed with. So I've been told that I'm extremely charming. I've been told that I'm extremely influential, and you know what I mean. Influential. So whichever. I don't know why that word is not working today. Influential, I had the ability to influence. Let's go with that. So when I was listening to all these channels, and I had come across both of them in the same day, they were saying that you held back a lot of your ability. So for me, I'm stranded. I don't have transportation, and I know I'm an infinite being in a timeless reality, and I know that now in almost every single moment. And there's no reason why I couldn't manifest that unless it was serving a purpose. What purpose is that serving? I'm not done. I'm still baking. There's still things that need to be had. I'm not ready to be presented to the world, or what I would have done with the transportation might have been more 4D reality than the 5D reality. And I feel that I'm now demonstrating more 5D attributes, and I wasn't doing it for that purpose. It was just, it seemed appropriate at the time and in the timing. So I just wanted to make that observation, and the testing responsibility, your own responsibility, because you have great wisdom and you have great knowledge. How are you going to use that? Can you be patient? And the energetics of it is that, you know, if you're saying, well, I can't go anywhere and I'm stranded at home, and instead of being grateful, hey, you know, I have people that, you know, when I do need to go do something, that will take me to go do something, and that love me, and blah, 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 blah. Or it's like, you know, I don't have this, I don't have that. Which energy are you in to give it the best potential to manifest when it's going to manifest? So, quite honestly, at this point in time, I do realize that it's going to manifest when it is going to manifest. And I have no issues with that. And it's all good. So, and I know I'm quite proud of myself that the things that I did demonstrate to myself that I was more ready for a 5D reality, and that, you know, when larger sums of money manifest and allow greater freedom, what I had been planning before is much different than what I have planned now. I want to go see Bashar, and I'd love to be able to be one of the ones to build this receiver to receive more information in the Sedona Vortex antenna. That sounds interesting, and that's in September. And then there's an event in Los Angeles that I was invited to by Rob Ganter in September, the channel panel. Tons of different channels there. Check it out. They're, if you do channel panel, you'll find it on YouTube. There's a video, and you can do online streaming, or you can go physically to the event. So it's very, very interesting. And this feeling of knowing in every single instant and feeling that I am connected to everything, that I am everything, a different aspect of all that is. They all are the one is the all is stuck. Can't get it out. It's in there now. And I would say that's more commensurate to being an holistic being. And it's come and gone for at least a year, a little longer, but now it's switched on, and most things don't bother me, and it's all good. So I hope that helps some people that might be going through things. I've spoken to quite a number of people that have a great deal of resistance because they're in a situation not dissimilar from mine. Maybe no transportation, or finances aren't where they want it to be, and they're really pushing against it. And I do feel that you're keeping it away energetically and as far as responsibility, because you're an immortal being. If you don't experience it in this lifetime, there's infinity to play out. Whatever it is you want to get done, focus on ascension. Focus on ascension. I like that title. Yeah, so that is what I wanted to share. And, you know, I've released a lot. I've been kind of sleepy the last couple days, a lot of recalibration. So I'm kind of, not lethargic, but I'm like, you know, I'm here. So I'm not quite as energetic as I might normally be, but there's a lot of recalibration going on. So I hope that's been very helpful. Thank you again for joining me. Again, Glenn Parker, High Vibration Foundation, coaching life, business, and spiritual. Always cool stuff going on in the description. Like, subscribe, and share. I think that's everything, boys and girls. I can't think of anything else. So if you have any questions, or if you want to listen to any of the videos that I've actually been citing, just send me a message. I'd be happy to dig those out and send them to you. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day.